Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, back here in Slitherbough, the city of a knight's, well, city of a knight's blessed, and yeah, we last time got the quest to greet people with Aline Tuta. I get a smile. Not here. Over here. Aline Tuta? Aline Chisi. Welcome, friend. I take it you will remain in these woods for some time, yes? Be wary of these woods. You will find poison in near everything you see. But fear not, our medicinal tea will keep you healthy. Ask and it's yours. Aline Tuta. A newly come traveler, Aline Chisi, and welcome to Slitherbough. You must forgive us if we seem strangely reserved. We are a quiet and taciturn people, silent and serene as the sunless sea. The quiet makes it easy to discern the presence of eaters and other dangers here in the woods. That, on one hand, makes a lot of sense. On the other, it really shows how this is a dangerous area. But that is the reason why they are quiet people. Everyone was so kind and gracious. I was nervous at first, but already I'm starting to feel at home. There is still much I have to learn about the Knights Blessed, but their faith and strength of will is nothing short of inspiring. I can see now how they've built such a thriving community. Ah, you returned. Very good. No doubt we were glad for your company. It has been too long since we had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions, or there's anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand... My pleasure. We are fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask that you take a jug and water the crops in the square. May I help too? Of course, one of you can do the filling, the other the watering. Speak with Isabel when you finish. She will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I will see to your room and a warm meal. Right then, I fill, you water. This was the only jug I could find which was small enough to lift, but I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. You need to hurry it to the garden before all the water leaks out. 45 seconds. Okay, let's play these kind of games. You have watered half of a pot. Fetch another jug of water to take care of the rest. Was there enough water for the plot? Nope, another one. Only half, I see. Well, let me refill the jug for you. 30 seconds. The whole plot has been thoroughly watered. Well, my travelers, I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? We watered the plants. You watered the crops? My apologies for not noticing sooner. I have been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Todia's duty, but she's no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, but never with guests. You are most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you like. There's no need. The plot is small, it is true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask for no more. I don't know how you manage. If the Blessed not considered leaving, life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? I believe so. The Knights Blessed was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of a flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community which ultimately decided to strike out on its own and work to declare greathood. I see you have read your history, but there's a history that is told and one that is lived. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knights Blessed lost everything. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood, and their bodies were reborn as sin eaters. The people were without answers, without hope, their gods having drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of a light. But soon they realized that there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth, they found a new faith. A belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies, in the sunless sea above. That is why we pray, for the safe passage of wayward souls into that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. We remain in these woods for the selfsame reason our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity, with the shade of these trees as a constant reminder of our faith. With so many seeking paradise in Yulmore, it's refreshing to find people who value a humble existence. You are kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to our worldly possessions. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it's all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It's not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy that they have left us. This we must do for them, our children and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. Yeah, this gives you to think, right? Because you too have a legacy to uphold. The legacy of Minfilia. Oder? Done tending to the crops already? Very good. It should not be long before your room is ready. Una! In the woods, sin eaters. I fear may have the touch. Where? In the grove to the southwest. For a mercy, we've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbough. When we have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. But sir, what of Todia's heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. For all the times for sin eaters to appear. Are you just going to leave him alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beasts down. But if they indeed have a touch, we will not risk corrupting one of our own. What was it that you said about the stone? A few days passed. A child of a Knight's Blessed was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her necklace gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All the Knight's Blessed are given such a stone at birth. It's the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the heartstone of a deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens, but now... What if I could find it for you? I've experienced fighting Sin Eaters. And the light's corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did she not? Are you truly the Minfilia, descendant from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the Blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well, but if the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I could never forgive myself if we were forced to hold a second service. I nearly forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? Don't worry, I come with you. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly. May the shadows keep you both. It should be around here somewhere, I think. There, the Sin Eaters. I was hoping there would be only one. There's no way we can search for the stone without dealing with them first. do you propose we do? Fighting them together here would make a lot of noise, which might attract beasts or other eaters. But if we fought them separately and quietly, we might not have to worry about that. Alright then, I'll draw one away while you handle the other. Alright. Serenia, there you are. It's done. Boy, I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. Are you alright? You're not wounded, are you? I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that heartstone. They said it was made of jade, right? I searched over there in the brush. None here. None here. Did you have any luck? Well, I find a stone, hopefully it's the right one. It's beautiful, this has to be it. You know, Thancred always said you were a woman of many talents, and I think I'm beginning to understand what he meant. I have much to learn if I'm to be ever half the hero you are. The hero she was. Sorry, forget I said anything. We should hurry back to Slitherbough. Una and the others are probably worried. Thancred, I can explain. Well, out with it then. Thank goodness you're safe. I had begun to fear the worst. By all that is dark, you found it. We can proceed with our service as planned. These blessed gems serve not only to protect us in life, but to guide our spirit into the sunless sea in the hereafter. Even should we be felled by the Sin Eaters, so long as these gems are recovered, our souls are ensured peace in the dark. Words fail to express my gratitude for this kindness you have done for the blessed. I must insist you and your friends attend Todia's service as honored guests. There's still much we must do to prepare, but please go and inform the others. It will be held in the darker. When you arrive, there should be an attendant present to explain the proceedings. Serenia and I learned so much about the Knights Blessed while you were away, and we helped them recover a lost heirloom out in the woods. I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but they really need our help. With the Sin Eaters and... As long as she's accompanied you. But do try to be more careful. Your injuries could have been a lot worse. How did you... Let's just say a little bird told me. And it's telling me now that Serenia has business with us. Is something the matter? We invited as guests to the ceremony. They asked us to attend to the service? Of course we'll go. It's being held in the darker, is it? We'll take care not to be late, I promise. Between your early excursion and my patrol of the area for Sin Eaters, hopefully Y'shtola and Urianger will be able to finish their work in peace. Such a relief to know everything is going as planned. I'll join you in the darker shortly. The elderly woman hands you a candle. Then she points over at the nearby corner where you might place it.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul unto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
You know I don't deserve such reverence.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact.
For those we have lost. For those we can yet save.
Urianger and I have finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
What do you suppose she's gleaned from the tablet? Hopefully Y'shtola has good news to share. A chance to reclaim the night as it's a fire in Minfilia, but I would see kindled. I have no doubt thou wilt find the contents of the tablet most informative. Good, you're here. Thanks to the XIV's gift, our next course of action is now clear. But you have to tell us next time, Y'shtola, because I want to end the episode here, and we'll see it, as I said, next time. Until then, I am Ace, and don't get lost.